Test 1, 2, 3. Anything but that.
Last time that we were adventuring here, while we were still in the ancient forest, things were not going so great. After the group had successfully managed to save the princess from in the court of the microfauna, they unfortunately found the group had lost a member when both Seraphina and Onophilia made it back to camp and talked to Zarin. Later, when they made it back to the logging camp, they found that Craig's path of destruction was wide and deep and thorough, except he managed to miss one of the sons of the owner of the camp, Morton Cooper, who used a potion of invisibility and hid. He teleported the group back to Vandira with him, where they were told to wait for further instruction and that he would talk to the guild house about what had happened. Uh, they ran into a tree man who was inquiring about a skeletal hand covered in rings, wrapping around a root of the world tree, a skeletal hand wrapped in rings that had been described to the group by the satyrs as well. But the group, I believe, disembarked to go to Zarin's house, and the tree man was following behind them as he was told the shop he would best find information at was in the same direction. So we will pick up there. I guess the main three is your plan just to go to Zarin's house. Tree, how quickly are you following behind them? Do you call out to them?
No, I simply take my time, leisurely follow. Try not to get too far behind, but if somebody wishes to follow along too with me, they can.
I mean, they're just ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if somebody wants to be next to me, they can, but I'm not, like, trying to keep up.
Cool, cool.
Place here, Zarin.
One second, Serafina.
I didn't realize it was such a big question.
It is not. I just am preoccupied, trying to find something in my book.
Wait, are they in the house?
No.
No, they're walking through the streets.
Oh.
Trying to find the right incantation to give us good walking music, you see.
I thought it was just the strolling bards that did that, but okay.
Sometimes it is, but I found that if you say the right words, then sometimes they will play the appropriate tune, as it were. But I forget, Serafina and Ophelia, do you have a place in the city that you stay, or just traveling through? Have you
I
been to
have.
this city before, actually, now that I think about it? In Vandira?
I grew up here,
I
in a
thought
way.
you... Okay, I thought you spent most of your younger years in the Feywild, but...
Before the Feywild, I lived here.
So you mean more... I guess when I think of growing up, I think of like teenager years. Like that is when you really grow up, you know. So that is what I was thinking. But obviously that is
No,
my fault.
I spent enough time here for this to have been my home, and grew up running around these streets while my dad worked, and I helped him in his shop sometimes, but mostly I was out running around on the street. That's how I ended up in the Feywild.
Mm, maybe let us not go down that street then, and maybe take another route. Also, if we begin
Um,
going down the bad street, you tell us and we will go a different way. How about that?
it's not the street that was bad, it was the man that was on it.
Oh, Ophelia, is she always not able to take a joke?
I think you should look at
It's-
yourself
it's-
in the mirror before
it's
you
a-
ask that, Zarin.
It is little. I also don't understand what that means. What you
Oh
just said.
no! Ophelia just wipes her hand down her face.
But I have returned here a few times since my time in the Feywild, and I no longer have a home here. I usually just stay at one of the inns.
And Ophelia?
Rufio, real quick, is there like a morgue, a graveyard, anything where like my fellow like cult friends would hang out here?
Oh, I mean, your cult friends have a building over here.
They have
There is a
building.
cemetery also. The White Beak Order headquarters is over here. I put it on the map.
Love that.
But yeah, there is a cemetery. They mostly they're sort of like a white collar group of people, so they
White-collar
really only make
cultists.
special trips to the cemetery or get other
Oh.
people to do that for them.
That'd be a great band name, White Collar Cultists.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's where you normally would stay because remember they just held you prisoner for a while.
Yeah. So the cemetery you think would be probably? I think that's where she would probably frequent.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love to smell like graveyard dirt? You know, I like to stay kind of on the outskirts, you know. There's ways I can collect things that are super important to me. Graveyard dirt, sometimes, you know, liquids, you know, that can come out of caskets and stuff, you know. It's nice little collectibles, but I mostly stayed out there and to the east of the city, but, you know.
Well, sure, that's east.
Is that east? That's west. Jesus Christ.
My
I'm
favorite.
supposed to be the one bad with direction, not you.
I'm
My-
horrible.
I will say my absolute favorite part of this city is Text River.
Oh, is that whoops? Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
I think let us go. If we want to go, we can go to my house. We can discuss some things, and then if you want to go out to your fun times in the evening, Villa, you're more than welcome. But I think we should have a conversation at the least before we part ways for the evening. Also,
Your place, Zarin?
Serafina, can you? Is that weird tree still following us?
Serafina, you hear a buzzing directly behind your head.
If there's any Buzzy directly behind my head, Ollie is swiping at it because he's still on my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So,
There's a hummingbird in front of your face. And it flies off back towards Oku.
gonna take that as a yes. Quick question for the DM before we continue.
Uh-huh.
How, because my Seraphina's aunt and uncle live in this city.
Yeah.
Are we going near their house? Is it on the opposite side?
How much money would you say they had? It's your backstory.
They had money. They were elves.
Okay. Yeah, they'd live on this side of
Okay.
the city then.
These are estates,
If-
so I'm
Yeah,
assuming
if they
that
were
got
very wealthy, they would live in Greeley Estates.
I wouldn't say they were necessarily super wealthy, but they had money.
Uh-huh.
So okay.
Yeah, they would probably live somewhere over here.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
for frame of reference, because she doesn't get along with them.
Mm-hmm.
The The spectral hummingbird kind of zips off in front of Zarin and right in front of his face and kind of
Can anybody dispel that? Like, we don't really know this guy. Like, what the fuck?
he's kind of like slowly moving up to you guys.
I have Ollie attack the, or I don't have Ollie. Ollie goes to attack the hummingbird.
It disappears and reappears next to Oku as he walks up.
Ophelia's
So
gonna be
you're
like,
following us now?
No. We're just going in the same direction, I thought.
sounds like following to me.
I
Well,
think so too.
I think it's just directional happenstance. But,
That
you
is
know.
also what a stalker would say, as a convenient excuse.
It's
John,
true.
you don't have a hummingbird.
I've said it before.
also.
It doesn't do anything.
I know.
But
Well,
we also have
You still need a
recent-
mechanical way of making it.
of what?
Like, if you have a hummingbird, you need something on your character that makes a hummingbird.
Okay.
Also, I will say that we have recently not have the best of luck with things of a floral nature. So, pardon if it seems like we are a bit standoffish.
Oh, what might you have against people like myself? You know,
We just don't have a
Well-
good relationship with trees right now, so
The trauma, you know?
well, maybe
Tree.
knowing me would be helpful then. Perhaps I could help you, and you could help me.
presumptuous.
I said perhaps, did I not?
Still presumptuous.
Presumptuously presumptuous.
Would I know what he is?
Probably. Yeah, roll an Arcana, I guess.
I would think you would.
But probably. It'll be like a 10. but
I mean,
you
like, I
failed,
don't.
So.
I'm
mean,
like
my
rare, but I'm not like not rare.
Yeah, you know what they are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you are, so that's why I'm asking my character knows.
Yeah.
What do like?
Seraphina would also know what he is, and probably
We-
Ophelia as well. That he is a mandrake.
Okay.
Right. What does that mean in this world? Like,
In this world,
Is
that
it-
means he comes from an obscure tree village that also has a link, a tiny link to the like a leak from the Feywild. It's north at the base of the mountains.
and it's basically like, so okay, so it's sort of like an offshoot of, like kind of like a dryad, kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dryad.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just trying to. It's hard to
Right.
figure out how to interact with walking
Something-
tree.
Right.
I
But
would
I
think
guess,
that you
yeah,
would
it
know
would-
it's like a sentient creature, not like a
you-
fucking tree.
Well, no, I know, but just I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to figure it out in my head, because we also literally like just dealt with like, because like Lylith was a dryad, right? And so like
Yeah.
we just were like embroiled in like that whole thing. What business do you have? That is, let's cut to the chase. What business do you have, and what are you trying to accomplish here? And why are you following us? More to the point.
Hold on. Well, I'm not particularly following you.
Well,
It's just, in our brief conversations at the inn, you said that there was something that we might have in common, a goal.
We didn't say that.
And you were at our
Hmm.
church.
yeah, we were at the
Yeah,
church.
it's all relative.
No.
So, and what goal do you think that we share?
Well, helping
I,
out this forest to some degree,
th-
I
I
would
think
think.
I think we said that we were possibly not even ever returning to this forest. We don't know.
Well, at any rate, in this direction, I had a vision of the world tree. I believe I told you that earlier. There's a twisting, dark, and evil magic covering the rings of the world tree and grasping at its roots. Honestly, I need help.
See,
And
this
you are the most capable seeming individuals I have run across.
That's terrifying.
You don't even know us.
And that is indeed terrifying, yes.
Okay, well, we had agreed upon on like going our separate ways, and maybe we would find you tomorrow. We got some shit to discuss, so like, you can't just follow us to our home, his home, the place that we're going.
Would you mind if I did?
Yeah.
yes.
But can I still?
No.
No.
Well, continue forward. We're meeting perhaps tomorrow? Or is that
Oh,
perhaps
the control
presumptuous?
set. All players.
Yes, we will find you in the morning.
Okay.
Does that satisfy your need to intrude upon our lives?
It, forgive me for saying, but it seems like there's not much life to intrude on. And he turns
Okay, you
and he
can
just
go.
kind of walks away.
Yeah, we'll make like we'll like take some weird.
Yeah, no, Serafina was gonna suggest that anyway.
They take evasive maneuvers and go back to Zaren's house.
He stays in the same spot.
Oy vey. So this is where I stay. It is not a lot, but it is safe and in its own way very restful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Zaren and Serafina, you both see him sort of standing over by Astral Secrets
Yeah.
as you finally make your way back home.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
He didn't
we'll get
necessarily see you, but you saw him.
we'll get to him. We've got to figure
Yeah.
out. We've got to reconcile the shit that has happened.
Yes.
It's not popcorn.
Do you not?
I have Wolf right now.
Oh, right. Save.
There we go. So yes, come inside. I'll sort of lead you all in. I know this map has all these like things that look like
But you do not
tables with
have
food.
those. Uh-huh.
Well, no, I was gonna say that they're bookshelves.
Okay.
And start getting stuff, sort of set out. I don't often have people over, but we can sit down, have some tea, and see where we want to go from here. Yes.
And I feel he's gonna sit down at like the edge of that table, bookshelf over there.
So
Seraphina's perusing the books.
yes, it's mostly things I have found on my journeys. Some of it is for research and for accumulating knowledge, but I have read most of them, so if you want to borrow any of them, you are more than welcome. But I think it is perhaps good for us to discuss what has happened and what is in the future ahead of us. Especially now with this new person that seems to have found interest in us. He talks about, in different words than I would describe it, things that we have seen personally in the forest and things that I have seen in the past as well. This darkness that is enveloping the worlds. He, of course, framed it in the way of a tree, but it is just a different way of looking at things, I think.
Mm.
It's always a different way to look at things.
Yes, his people see it as a tree. Some other people see it as, this immense crystalline structure that permeates the world. It just depends on your point of view, who you grew up with, what their beliefs were. But regardless, this darkness has been encroaching upon our world for a long time. And I'll pull out the book that we gathered at the tower, The Last of the Dashkin. I'll just set on the table. You can see this is a story that was a fable to these people. That is how long this has been eating away at the world. And it seems like most of this world is happy enough to let it pass by and take care of itself.
So the world be aware.
I could not hear you. Your voice cracked for a moment.
Most of the world may not be aware.
Yes, that is very possible. Very possible. Though I don't know if the people that could make a difference would listen to us.
So it sounds like, despite hesitance, it might be good to team up with someone who, I don't know, has some type of like foreknowledge of knowing this rot. I don't know.
I'm hesitant to trust anyone at this point.
Also where I'm at. But also, if we take him back into the forest and we meet Craig, we have a tree with us.
Do you really
Um,
think we're gonna see Craig again?
It wouldn't surprise me if we did.
I don't want to see him again.
If our paths cross with him again, we will be ready, and he will, one way or another, face justice for what has happened before and after he was with us, or while he was with us and after. But I feel that time is long from now. But Craig is more of a symptom of the sickness that has overtaken this world. While I don't think he was exactly consumed by the darkness, I do think that it is possible that that darkness's influence had an effect on him. This, like, if you remember this behavior, it started back in the tower. As we passed through this world that,
It's a lot that went down in that tower.
yes,
He died. We brought him back. That was a mistake.
He was very ungrateful.
it was not a mistake. You cannot, no, you, Serafina, you could not say at the time that it was a mistake.
Looking back on it now, it sure seems like it was. There were way too many innocents who have died by his hand.
Yes, but you cannot fault for actions like in the past like that. We did what we thought was right.
Maybe you can't, but my hands don't exactly feel as clean as they used to.
Well,
Like, you knew this was gonna be the outcome. None of us knew. We all connected with Craig.
They were helpless. And he slaughtered them.
I know. And we will do what we can to make this right. Whether that is avenging them, whether that is stopping whatever this darkness that has overtaken the forest, this world, little things throughout the realm. We will make it right. And at the end of the
I
day,
hope you're right, Saren.
I do too. And I think at the end of the day, if you tally up the souls that were lost and the souls that we save and make better, I think the scales will tip in one direction, I think.
This is hypothetical.
Life is hypothetical.
You're not wrong about that.
But to the matter at hand, this Oku, what do you make of him, Serafina?
I don't trust him.
No, I don't suppose you would. Ophelia? Your mouth is moving, but no words are coming out.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
You know, I'm half and half. I kind of don't like how he was stalking us. That was a little off-putting, but I can see how he could be a good ally. So,
On that note, I would say I am not as familiar with his kind, but it is not unlikely that the social norms of privacy and uh, being cordial to people you don't know are the same in where he is from in his culture. Because he did not seem like he was trying to be like a jerk, more just like he didn't understand that it was dumb to be following people he doesn't know.
That is a good point.
And I don't know if this is true or not. I don't think I have ever like interacted with a creature like this. But I am
I knew a
not.
few of them in the Feywild, but not well. Mostly just saw them from afar.
Well,
Heard my mentor talk of them.
in the morning, if you like, we can find this Oku and see what he has to say. Regardless, I don't particularly believe in fate or destiny, but it is awfully coincidental that he would show up at such a time.
I don't believe in coincidences.
So,
But talking to him might be our next step.
We could make it like a job interview.
well,
Have
if
you
he
ever
is
had a job?
why do you
Unofficially.
ask? You know the answer to that question, Serafina.
I think it's volunteer work is what you would title it.
But regardless, we need to go to the Quiver and talk with them about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We need to also meet up with is it Morton? Is that his name?
Morton was going to reach out to us if he figured anything out.
Yeah, so we will need to wait for a word from him. And what else? What else? Other tasks we had in the city. Anyone?
I have a personal thing I would like to do.
Okay. Does it involve us? It can if you want, but if you don't want us, then that is okay.
Mm, I- I don't know.
Okay. Well, if you need, I will be here, and I don't know about Ophelia. I cannot speak for her.
I'll be somewhere.
Yes. So, if you decide, you'll let us know, and we will do whatever you need. You
I still have family in the city. Though they don't necessarily consider me family. Tell me, real quick, above table, Zaren's a full elf, right?
technically he's a Shadar Kai, which is an offshoot of elf. So
Okay.
it is similar to Drow or Eladrin, wherein like flavored elf.
Okay.
Technically he's like Shadowfell elf. If
Okay.
Like, yeah, you
he's-
trance, you're an elf.
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough for where I was going to go with this, but I wanted to make sure above table that I was correct in how I was thinking.
That's one of the elf purity tests is trancing.
Tell me, Zaren, where you come from?
Yes.
How does your kind view half-breeds?
Do you remember when I told, I think, Greg about my home village?
A little bit.
Where I grew up, it was not as much. It was not as much growing up as it was surviving, and we did not. We were very isolated. My village.
So didn't have half breeds there.
No, not as much. No.
My aunt and
It
uncle
was
probably would love it then. 'Cause,
Yikes.
I it was my village was overtaken by a darkness that erupted from a big tree in the center. So I highly doubt that they would actually enjoy it, but you might enjoy them going there.
Well, they wouldn't have to deal with a disgrace upon their race.
Ophelia's just looking back and forth between the two of them. Just like, oh my god.
I don't know if I'm going to need someone to go with me, but I might need someone afterwards. They are the only
Well-
connection I have to finding my father. And I know that we need to save the world, as it were. But the reason I came back from the Feywild is to find my dad.
So, Serafina, if this is something that you want to do and is something that you think you are strong enough to do, then of course pursue it. But if not, saying that they are the only link to your family, that is, well, that might be true. It does not mean it is the only way. Well, I don't know them. There are spells and incantations that can find things that they're missing. And
I've
if it
tried.
is- well,
I've hired people. I paid for spells.
well, people are stupid.
Can't all be smart as you, Zarin.
No, that is my point. Give me time and I can try.
Aw, that's sweet,
I s-
Zarin.
Well,
Aw, Ophelia's like, aw.
Serafina rolls her eyes.
Roll your eyes at him. That's actually really sweet.
I'm rolling my eyes at you.
I think it's sweet, Zarin.
I will. I did not realize that this was something that you wanted, and was very important to you. And
It's something I
I-
would like to do, but I don't even.
knowing where to start is difficult. I understand.
I've seen. My father was here when I ended up in the Feywild. And when I came back, he was no longer here. Someone else lives in our home. And I don't know where he is. And last time I tried to ask my aunt if she had seen her brother, I was told that I never should have come back, and the door was slammed in my face. I'll probably get the same response this time, but I have to at least try.
Well, okay. If you want us to go with you, we can. And
Maybe tomorrow.
and if this ends to the same result, then perhaps I can. I know some people that deal in different ways of doing things. I'll put it that way.
Me too, but in a different way.
The way that I access magic is different than many of the very traditional um, enchanters of this world, and it does have some benefits. So it is another door, it is another path that might lead to something. That is all I am saying. I'm not making a promise, I am just saying it is a path to try. So you can do with that as you will.
Sounds like a plan if this all goes south, like it probably will.
Also, you have my necklace. I would like it back.
I thought I gotta keep it.
No, I said specifically. I specifically said this is for borrowing while you go into the little tiny village just in case, because I won't be there and it is all I can give you so that you can be safe. Not that you can have it forever. You
Ophelia
know
is
very,
like,
Serafina, you no, Serafina, you know very, very well that is what it was.
I heard that you wanted to protect me, so you gave me this to protect me.
I thought I heard that too.
Oh, you're so yarn. That is very that you are teaming up on me, Ophelia. I thought that is not that oh you
No, listen
Both of-
here, Zarin. We're having an election of who should get the necklace. Just like you elected yourself leader of the group, I'm electing that Serafina gets to keep the necklace.
This
And
is my
Serafina,
house.
you agree?
I get 3 votes for this being my house, and I am voting that this is my. I know that I am not the most populous person here, but god damn it, it is my house, and I am making the rules here, okay?
You can have it back, Zarin.
Ophelia's going,
No. No, so you keep it if you decide that you need it more. That is okay.
No, it was the loan. You can have it.
No, you just made big stink about that I said that.
Haven't you ever
said
heard
it
of a
forever.
joke, Zarin?
This is not
is there a mirror around here anywhere?
No, there's no mirrors because Zaren's actually a vampire, didn't you know?
A
Excuse me,
white-haired
but that was
elven
2
vampire?
campaigns ago.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, that was my character 2 campaigns ago. But if you want, you can. If you don't have anywhere to go and don't want to go, then you could stay here, for the evening, and we can figure out in the morning where to go next.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Yeah.
It is sun setting like 5 p.m. ish. It's late in the year. Yeah.
Cool.
You're in the north. I don't know if that's later or earlier. I can't remember.
Earlier.
Earlier. Thought so. Hoped so.
Yeah, it gets dark up here now at 3:30, so.
My gosh.
Fucking Christ.
It was starting to get dark here
Damn.
around 5. It was pretty fucking dark by like 5:30.
Yeah, 5:30 it's like nighttime.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Are we having dinner here? Are you cooking for us, Saren? What's...
There is a service that I use that I send a little message to a man, and he goes to a restaurant, gets me food, brings it here. I give him some gold. It is convenient. I live alone, so I tend to do that very often. It's called Wizard Eats.
will it take for food to arrive?
You know, they usually say like 15 minutes, but usually it's just like 45 minutes. It's very cold. So. So, Chipotle. See,
I love Chipotle.
See, I'll Wizard Eat some food for us.
Oh my god.
All right. You guys will get your food and wait, and we will go back to Mr. Tree.
Mr. Tree.
Oku, are you here?
It's me time to reread my...
Yes. Yes, I
Um,
am.
Oku, are you going to head inside of Astral Secrets?
Oh, is that where I'm outside of?
Yeah,
Is that where I was going?
it's where you were told to go. Uh-huh.
Oh. Yes.
All right. You walk in and you see a quaint, sort of like star-themed, occult-looking shop. Lots of odd-looking items and books on the shelves. A little bit cluttered, but fairly well organized. And then the actual map. You see an older woman at the table, as well as a younger elf at another table who seems to have some like potions and other things he
Why
seems
is
to be
my-
working and mixing.
Why is my token half size?
1 second. I must have made it the
Broccoli.
wrong size.
I look like
The
just a
broccoli
fucking
head.
broccoli head.
Rufio, you have to double the token scale.
Appearance token scale. Or which
Two,
tab is that
two.
on?
Third one.
Vision.
Appearance under the
Appearance.
configuration.
I see. Image fit contain anchor.
Scale. It's a sliding thing that should say 1.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It needs to be 2 because I scale these down half size so that I can make them bigger.
I see.
So that they can.
There we go.
Yay.
Fucking
Yep.
broccoli ass head.
Broccoli ass head. Yeah, yo.
It was so fucking hard to cut out the fucking outline for that goddamn token. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Fucking bet.
I was cursing you for like 30 minutes.
I had to ask him to do it because I don't have any actual software at the moment for doing art things.
Wow.
Because I
Wow.
couldn't figure out how to install the free stuff Ricky was trying to send me.
You know what's
Couldn't
funny
get it
is
working.
the original picture that I had chosen that I forgot that I chose would have been way easier to cut out. Anyways.
Anyways, you were told to speak to an Isolde Starweaver.
It's inspecting the things on the table. What are these things on the table?
They are not things that are really there, but like, sure, maybe they're actually there. They're just
Like, what kind of
map.
what
I
kind of
didn't put 'em there.
wares are there?
Lots of
I guess.
various. It look like very cultural looking artifacts, but sort of like cryptic, ominous. Lots of things that look like they could be in a history museum, but like it would be in a section about something bad happening.
The restricted section.
Uh-huh.
I'll walk up to the counter and what is the most dangerous looking thing behind the counter? Like object, like ominous.
Nothing particular.
Not
I
like
mean,
dangerous,
like,
you know what I mean? Like just kind of like off, like fucking weird, head in a jar kind of thing.
yeah,
or
some sort of like eyeball that's still like blinking and moving a little bit.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's like, and it's not even like in a jar. It's just
Or like
hanging.
a dagger that's like on its little stand, but is bleeding somehow. You know, like something like
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll look at whatever that item happens to be.
Um,
Excuse me.
yes, sir.
That item there.
Hmm.
It's fascinating. Where did it come from?
That came from, gosh. I'm sorry, are you pointing at the dagger or the eye?
Oh, the dagger.
The dagger, yes. That came from a grave of a cursed paladin. It was, used to kill him and still in there.
Well, if it's still in there, then how is it
Well,
here?
I think it's pretty obvious. We took it out of there and brought it here. It was still in there.
Oh. What was your name again?
I am Isolde Starweaver, best psychic in the city.
Well, Isolde. What is my name?
Oh, I delve into much grander things than that.
So you cannot tell me my name.
No, are you perhaps incredibly famous, or do you do something on a universally large scale?
Well, where I am from, those of the psychic majority are able to discern certain information just from a look. I thought you might know my name. It is
I do not.
Oku.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Oku. Please let me know if you need any services rendered or if you'd like to purchase one of our many lovely items.
I am actually in need of information.
Wonderful. That is what I'm best at. I'm sure for anything odd and that out of touch of the normal reach, I have a book or a scroll or a vision for it.
Fucking remind me what exactly I'm looking for here.
I mean, I sent you a message about it.
Did you? Okay.
I think I may have also sent it in the Brakenwood chat.
You probably did. Mm, I don't see like where you told me anything like specific other than a vision.
Yeah, that would be what you're there about.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant okay. I convey my vision to you. I convey my vision to her.
Interesting. Interesting. Let me think for a second. And you see her sort of like tapping her hands together and like lowering her head, and then her fingers start like sort of like stop. And there's like a very like calmness to it. It goes, Nothing in the store about it. I might have to search for a location to find it.
Hmm.
And you see her grab a scrying orb off of the counter behind her, and place it on the counter in front of her, and begin looking into it and like really focusing hard on it.
And you are sure you can accomplish this?
I mean, there may be something that stops it, but I'm usually pretty good at finding ways to get information, or at least I'll find a way to instruct you to look.
Well, madame, thank you for trying.
I
No
haven't
matter what
tried.
happens.
Of course, I appreciate that. She goes back
What
into focusing.
will
Sorry,
I owe you?
Oh, Honestly, there's a gold price or there are favors. It is all up to you. And sometimes I find out in the vision.
I will let you decide.
Wonderful. And you see her sort of start concentrating again, and the candles and the lights in the building all sort of dim and lower with her. And she's sort of just like staring into the ball, breathing intently as she looks into it. And you see it sort of like darken and turn into this mist, and the mist starts swirling, and she's like, there is some blockage, but I believe I've navigated through storms before. And as she gets in deeper, you actually start hearing whispers coming from her scrying orb. And you see Isolde, and while she was an old lady already, she starts looking like really gaunt and frail and drained of energy. And her hands are sort of on the orb, but she like slumps over to the side, and it looks like her hands are sort of like stuck on the orb with her body sort of like weakly there.
Madame. Madame,
No response.
are you... is this dude over here, like, here?
Uh, he appears to be very focused on what he's doing.
Madame. I, like, reach over and I put my hand on hers,
Uh-huh.
on the orb.
Yes.
Anything?
A. All right, I can ask you to do it. I don't need to do it this way. Oh, cool. Is that right? No, I fucked up almost. Yeah, so you sort of feel this, like, evil, almost like rotting energy course through your body, but you're able to sustain it and pull her hands off.
Okay.
And you see her sort of like gasp for air and start breathing again after a second.
Is it as our hands come off, is there any energy coming from the orb still?
You see sort of this like short spike of energy like fly out of it, and you feel that sort of decaying feeling again, and then it just like blinks away, and it's a clear scrying orb.
Okay. Madame.
She's
Are you okay?
She's sort of slowly coming to. Yes. It appears I may need some assistance in finding that information for you. I'm very interested by it. I haven't quite felt something like that before. It would require more people for the ritual or seance I would like to perform, though.
What do you need? How can I help? I need to know this information.
For this, I will simply need more people.
Do we have to kill them?
Why? What? No. Why would that be what we need to do? We need them for the energy in the room and the power to make it through whatever this darkness is.
I apologize. My Aunt Maple. Never mind. Okay. Do you wish for me to return with more people then?
Yes, that would be the easiest course of action.
I mean, like, I'm not like local. I don't like know a lot of people. You could, do. No, just kidding.
There's only one person I know for certain could help, and he does not often like random requests for help. He's more of a private person.
Oh, absolutely. I understand. I do greatly appreciate this. Is there anything I should be concerned about? Or you? perhaps some sort of measures we can take to prevent what just happened from happening again.
I can. Unfortunately, it'll just have to be our power of will and spirit and the connection we can forge to the other side.
Indeed, by our powers combined.
Exactly.
I will be back.
I appreciate it. Please,
And
find
your,
very suitable people.
and your assistant over there was paying zero attention as you were dying. He walks
He's
away.
not my assistant. He simply works in that. He sort of has his own shop.
Okay, he's gone.
Arsens! Arsens! Try to pay attention a bit if I'm dying. And you leave.
Wouldn't you think, like, they both had those animals, and it felt like, one had one side of the counter and the other had the other side, so the animal was associated with that shopkeeper. Like, you would think that the guy that has the plague doctor mask would have the raven instead of the cat.
Oh, yeah. But it's a black cat. She also has another kitty cat. Here, one second. There's
Is
also
there another
another
one?
orange kitty cat down here in the corner. I don't know if everyone saw it.
There's a fat.
There's your
Yeah, it's
Love
a
it.
chubby little kitty sleeping on its back.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yo.
no qualms, no brain cells.
That
Yeah,
is an
no,
orange
you need them.
cat.
It does not need them.
We know everything we need to know about that cat just in this picture.
Sometimes it gets very excited and runs around screaming and jumping all over the place.
As we get ready for sleepy times,
Yeah.
I will go up to Serafina. Serafina,
Yes.
I have something that I would like to ask you, but it is a difficult thing to ask, if you don't mind.
I'm not sure how to respond.
So I was thinking, and if we are looking for a blood relative of yourself, it might be possible to track them using that blood connection. That is what my train of thought might be. So what I am asking is if I can obtain a sample of your blood to perhaps see what can be done with it.
Okay, I know you're like a blood wizard or whatever. You're not gonna drink it. You don't need it for that, right?
Who does that? What
There
are you
are
talking?
those creatures. No, there are
who
those
does
creatures
that?
in this
Who
world.
Am I
says,
around? Because I'm gonna be
oh.
like, no kink shaming.
Oh, first off, do you know how bad that is for you? There's way too much iron. It will make you sick, first off.
There are Darren, there are creatures that drink. Don't interrupt me.
Am I one of these creatures?
That's what I'm saying.
How? No, earlier you asked if I was an elf. Now you ask if I am some creature that drinks blood. I feel
I like
you
to
do not
bathe
know
in
me
it every
at all.
now and then. It's very rejuvenating.
Both.
Not
You're
now,
weird.
Ophelia.
I'm not trying to shame you. I'm trying to be on your side this time, Zarin. She's shaming you. I'm right here to help you out.
I'm not shaming. I'm just asking for clarification of the purposes of giving him my blood.
Exactly what I told you.
How much do you need?
Only a little bit, and I can. There is. I can retain the memory of it. We can put it that way. So it's not like. You've seen me do this before. It is
Weird, but okay. Are you needing more than a finger prick?
Just a little, yes. Just a fingerprint finger prick should be fine. And basically, I'll take out like a piece of parchment and like sort of like put it on the table. Just a little dot in the center, and it is okay. And Zarin will take out like a little, or I assume you have a little dagger.
Come on. I'm a rogue. I have a dagger. But yeah, Seraphina will unsheath her dagger and just take it and point on her index finger and just kind of like make the blood collect. And put a couple of blood drops on the parchment.
And yeah, I'll take my hand and like sort of like cup it on top of it, sort of like hovering over it. And as I do, the blood will sort of like expand out in this web, creating this very distinct, unique pattern on the parchment, using blood print.
Yeah.
And sort of use that to sort of generate this design. And I'll show Seraphina. See, every person has a unique design that appears, and you can see that between two people that are related, there is this similarity between them. And you can see, like here, this is the pathway that your family has. Other members will share similar aspects of it.
So you can see like anyone in my family tree?
And anyone is a stretch, but usually direct children, parents, that sort of thing are the easiest.
Okay.
It would be like, I can't say, for instance, oh, this is, you and me are related from someone 1,000 years ago. Like, I cannot look like that, but
But you could see either of my parents.
possibly, yes. This is more of a tool than anything. This is just so I can use this for other things. But I wanted to show you, not to just take and not explain myself.
I appreciate that.
So, yes.
If
What I am going to work towards is that goal. And this is the first step. So,
and you can isolate it to just my father, not my mother?
I don't know yet, if I'm being honest. I
'Cause
will
I don't
see.
want to see her.
Okay, I will see what I can do. So, all right. Sorry, that's something I thought I wanted to get done before we moved on to the morning.
Okay, cool. 1 second, I forgot to do something.
Thank you, Zarin.
Of course.
My laziness in naming things made a token not work that I might name.
Fair.
Okay, cool. All right. Oku,
Yes.
what are you gonna do to go? Just wait for tomorrow. You're gonna look for people. It's
What time is it?
it's 7.
All right, and what are they doing again?
They
Didn't they
probably
leave?
ate, had some more conversation. Yeah, you didn't actually see where they went. They walked off to the right, and you lost track of them.
Did I spot like?
With your little eye.
Yeah, with what did I spy with my little eye? Something like any like beggars or like homeless people?
There's lots of, I would say, more so there are buskers and bards around than beggars and homeless people.
Okay. Is there like a concentration of kind of like bards and
Oh, all over the city, though. There are, so this is
is
a
there like an
guild house.
especially interesting?
This is a bar.
Let me
This
go to
is
the
a,
guild house with the bar. Like, yeah, let me go in that little zone. Let me
okay,
go,
sure.
yeah.
Sure.
Um, what do I see? What's going on in this little square?
You notice that the bar is hopping. The guild house looks mostly like it's like, there's lights on, you see people in there, but there doesn't seem to be anything exciting happening in there. But the bar looks like there's a good time going on inside.
Is there anybody like outside in the square?
Yeah, plenty of people. There's
Okay.
like little food carts, lots of things.
Okay.
People drinking, celebrating, entertaining.
Is there like a guy playing on the street corner or something?
Yeah.
Okay. What's he playing?
Instruments.
Good.
He's a one-man band.
I walk up to him.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. Do you have any requests? I can play anything from the most popular songs of the past 30 years.
Do you know a breeze on the river Leafy?
That doesn't sound like any river I've heard of, sir. Maybe you're not from around these parts.
No, not quite. But I was wondering,
Yeah?
do you have perhaps a backing band to go with you?
No, sir. That would take up some of the donations that I get, and I want all of the money.
Well, never mind then. And I turn and I walk away. I'm looking for a band.
Oh, okay. You see a group of people, sort of like doing some like multi-person acrobatic street performing. You don't
Hey,
see a
that
full
works.
band.
Yeah, no, that works. That works. Okay. I go over to those guys, or ladies, or lady guys, or whatever.
All the above, sure.
Yeah. I'm a fucking tree. Who am I to judge? I love wood.
Yeah, you probably don't even have genitals.
Yeah, probably not. So I go up to him and I begin to hollowly applaud. I don't know. It's just yes.
Yeah, it sounds like a clatter of
Sticks.
wood hitting together. It's very odd.
It's like
They just keep performing.
okay.
There's a sort of like a donation thing in front of them.
It's like okay. Please humor me on this one, but it's like two faggots banging together.
Piles of sticks. Yes, I get it.
There you
Or
go.
it seems like you just wanted to say the word, which you don't.
No, that's why it took me a second to actually say it. I was like,
You should.
Could have just
Could've
said
just said-
pile of sticks.
Yeah, could have just said a bunch of sticks
Uh-huh.
banging together.
yeah. I just
Like-
wanted to appropriately use the word, though.
No, exactly. You're trying to say it.
Yeah, sort of. It's just weird to say. Anyways,
Yeah.
Why are you?
We
Can
agree.
we just not say it in the future?
Yeah, you're right.
Thanks.
What are we doing again?
You're
You
finding a
wanted to find
band.
a music band for some reason.
Yeah, you're doing something for some
Dicks.
reason.
Dicks. Yes. Okay. My friends, do you do things for hire?
Like kids' birthdays, or what kind of thing? Like some sort of, you need a performance of some kind?
I believe the word she used was ritual.
Doesn't sound like something we would do, sir.
Oh well. And then I go, and I wander off, looking. That's it.
Okay.
Looking for these guys, I guess.
You wander around until you find a place to settle down. Roll a d8 for me.
Yeah, why are you doing that? Why is it a -1?
No, it's weird.
I mean, it's whichever one. I don't know.
Taking the 6. All right, you
Right.
end up over here, and you
Okay.
do not find anything. And you, I don't know what you do for sleep. Just be a tree.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of root myself in spot. Wherever I find some dirt.
For show. All right, we make it through the
I end
night,
up in somebody's garden in the back fucking yard.
and now they have a bonus tree. And we're back at Zarin home with people waking up in the morning.
Well, good morning. I hope you all slept well.
Rises from her wherever she's sleeping, like the fucking dead. That just raises
You-
up.
Do you
I
have like a
assume-
couch? Like,
Oh, I mean, I assume that I tranced in the chair and you slept in the bed.
oh, okay.
That was my headcanon at least. And then Ophelia was lying on like whatever
A loaf
large
of
piece of
bread or
metal
something?
was cold.
Oh, right. Ophelia doesn't like comfortable things.
No, yeah, I was just thinking like, what's the coldest like you know when like a cat's like sleeps on
Well,
like
it
a
would-
marble.
Yeah, it would be.
When you
It
do
would be
start to
cold at
die,
night,
yeah.
so she could sleep on like the stone next to the window. That would be pretty
Yeah.
chilly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Sure.
Keep playing. I'll just be right back.
For
Okay,
sure.
man.
Yeah. You guys wake up in the morning.
Well, I think first order of business is dealing with the socially awkward bit of fauna that flora that we have found ourselves entangled with.
Yeah, I guess we gotta, make like a tree and branch
No,
out.
don't you finish that sentence, Ophelia.
Terrible.
I am not having any of this early in the morning. New rule: no puns before 10 a.m.
What time is it now? Like 7?
8, 7, 8, something like that.
If you think Serafina is up before 7, you have another thing coming.
Oh, yes. Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I will not like this. We also do need to stop by the quiver, and we do have some coin from Morton. I think I either we pass this out or not. I don't know, but we all should have around 666 coins.
Yep. I think, would one person have the 666 and then 2 would have
Doesn't
6?
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't really
No,
matter.
but like Ophelia should have the 666.
Oh.
Why I'm asking.
Ooh, ominous. I love this.
The difference between a couple of coins is
I know.
manageable. We also already had some gold to begin with, so
We did?
I mean everybody starts with a little bit of gold, and not like we spent any anywhere.
No.
So, But yes, so if we do need to make some purchases, there's a few places that I know, depending on what you are in the market for. Because you have not been, Serafina, you have not been here in some years, yes?
How long has it been since I've come back from the Feywild?
Oh, you know, because you
I
said you
feel like not
visited
very
your,
long, right?
you said you visited your aunt and uncle, but I don't know if you like, you know.
I would say, sorry, I'm trying to think of it like above table with my backstory. It's been a few months since I've been here.
Oh, okay, well that is not like years.
No,
So-
I mean, I, so like I spent 20 years in the Feywild, 20 years out here in the Feywild anyway, different back there. And when I came back, I immediately came here. I tried to find my dad and I couldn't, and then I left to try and find him. Probably been about 5 months since I've been here. I didn't spend very long here once I realized my dad wasn't here.
Oh, okay. That is fine. Was just asking for a frame of reference. So, but yes. So if there's things that you need or to restock, you can find your way, or we can go together, or whatever. But let us first, I think, gather ourselves and go and deal with this. Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't forget to do that.
Ophelia.
Oh.
Serafina, I can't. I cannot handle this. I can handle
You think
almost
I'm
anything in the world. I can handle, but this is too much.
Listen, I appreciate a well-placed pun as much as the next fey creature, but it's also too much for me.
Celia's just giggling behind y'all.
DM, I would like to go to a store where I can buy a silence scroll.
Yeah, you can do that either at Fabled Files or at Astral Secrets, probably.
Oh,
I
Rick,
would
you
like-
would hate my newsletters for work. My newsletter this week was nobody puts gravy in a corner.
Here's the thing. In real life and in most RPGs, I play the straight man. And John knows this because this was our life together when he worked for me and lived with me. It's me playing the straight man and groaning at every pun and stupid little thing that he would do. It's like this. It's like no, like this is my bit. Is I'm the straight man in this scenario.
I love it though. But yeah, nobody puts gravy in a corner. Remember.
That's so fucking funny.
I will end you. Okay. So yeah, we'll make our way. Doing the thing. Looking out for big walking tree.
Yeah.
Asking around.
Fran,
Hey,
you wake up at the crack of sunlight and you start walking around, and eventually you two run into each other again.
Oh. Hello.
Yes, you four.
How are you doing today?
The jury's still out, but we woke up this morning, so that's something.
Ah, indeed. Did you obtain enough sustenance?
Yeah, we ate at Chipotle last night. It was pretty good.
I know that place. It was started by a gnome in a village near where I come from.
Interesting.
and where exactly do you come from, Mr. Oku?
I come from a forest.
You don't say.
Would never have imagined.
Well, it used to be more of a forest. It is still there, it's just not quite as large and reaching as it used to be.
Yes, I hear the lumber business is booming these days. There's lots of
Ah,
construction in the cities you see, and lumber is always in good supply. Yes.
I would be inclined to agree, but in this particular scenario, it would be fire that is the issue.
Well, that is like how do you say a necessary thing for forests, is it not? It burns, it turns to ash, and then from the ashes rises new forest.
If
It is
you
good for.
inspect closely, you'll see like the kind of there's like a gray ashen edge to some of his leaves that are a little bit dark.
But the renewal of the forest is necessary, I thought.
It
Or at least
is,
that is the teachings that I have heard.
but the problem is it is unnatural fire. The trees have become adept at growing rapidly, but are slowly dying to a point where they cannot return.
Uh,
I come from this
is-
place.
you said that the trees grow fast but are dying? I am confused.
The fire is burning it faster than it can grow. It is a strange place. It is a magical fire. It is all tied together, I see. Somehow. But that is just home and has not much to do with why I'm here.
Oh, because that sounded very much like why you were here.
Yeah.
I am what what are
Does
you
that not concern you? Like that your home is dying?
It has
That's
been like that for many a century. A slow process. We do believe the end is nigh.
the fire is slow. I
I thought fires were usually fast.
The trees are resilient, and my people tend to them as best they can. You see, the trees constantly burn, yet the bark heals and renews itself above the still burning wood beneath.
Ophelia's gonna open her mouth to say something and remember that she can't say any more puns for a couple hours, and then she's gonna close her mouth.
well,
The
regardless, why do you come to try and find us? That is really what we're asking.
He trails off like he was finishing his sentence, and he was all like, "It makes for very hard wood."
Uh, okay. Why is
Can
that
you
relevant?
answer his question?
What was the question?
Why
Why
have you
do
come to find
you
us?
come to find us?
Oh, yes. I want you to join my band.
Well, your band? What does this mean?
As a band, we will go and perform a ritual. I believe singing and dancing around a crystal ball, or so it was described to me.
There was no singing or dancing at any point mentioned.
Are you like the community comments on X? You just pop
Fact
up.
checker.
Yeah. I
Just
love it. But the way you
making
come
sure
in,
that's known.
actually, there was no singing and dancing.
There wasn't. Like in character, that's what he's told you, but
Yeah, totally
Yeah,
told you that.
well, that's
for
the problem.
sure.
In character,
uh,
In character, we believe that.
I'm trying to rationalize why I
you're
would ever
actually
say
gonna
yes
go
to
there.
this.
Yeah.
right.
What exactly does this ritual do? Because, like, magic isn't something you just fuck with.
Well, you see, we tried yesterday, her and I, and all it did was glue her hands to the orb and slowly drain her to a death-like state.
Yeah, it doesn't
Before
exactly
I
sound like
saved
something I
her.
want to fuck with.
Well, I was able to save her, which means I could save us too.
I don't know you, so I don't trust you to save me.
But we're a band after all.
We never agreed to that.
Just think about it. It could be wonderful.
No.
You could be the lead singer.
You don't want to hear me sing. I don't have musical talents. That's not what I do. Do you see an instrument on me? There's no instrument on me. There's no instrument on any of us.
Sometimes we don't have to be musical to sing.
In Elvish, I'm gonna talk to Seraphina. Ophelia, do you speak Elvish?
I don't think so. Let me check.
I don't think the tree man speaks Elvish, so I'm gonna speak Elvish to Seraphina. Seraphina, I think is he making sense to you?
I speak Sylvan.
I
You
don't
could
think I speak
sort of
Sylvan.
understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
No. He's making no sense. I mean, I gather that there's this ritual. I don't understand why the ritual is important to him.
Well, I think I know who he went to, but why he went to her and what this singing and dancing is about, I don't know. But I think I know who he's referring to.
Is she to be trusted?
Side note, Rufio,
Uh-huh.
when you prepped this session, did you reread the description that I gave for this character?
Reread it. Let me see. She
Specifically the
is-
last sentence,
Let me double check.
and whether that is incorporated into what you were thinking.
Yeah. I guess I said something earlier that would allude to contrary to that.
That's what I thought. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I didn't think about I guess I didn't think about that sentence when I was planning things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can change that if you would like that.
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's just what I say next just depends on that.
Yeah. No. Let's say she does
Doesn't
have memory.
that
Yeah.
she can remember things.
Yeah. She knows who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I've known her. I've known her for a long time, and she's helped me in many furtherings of my art. To most people, she's surface level, but she sort of has a lot of power that she doesn't realize. Trusted, mostly. It's on purpose.
I know, I get it.
Oku calls over in Elvish. So does that mean we should trust her?
You actually speak Elvish?
Fucking right I do.
What a nightmare. That's Ophelia.
I do Dwarven, Elvish, and Common.
Languages are a weird thing. Because they don't, the 2024 rules, like, there's not as, you don't get as many languages, I feel like.
Well, I picked it because it's like kind of an association with, you know, the dwarves and the elves that were working together in the story with Craig. So I was
What do
like,
you mean?
kind of,
Oh.
Yeah,
Sure.
and the backstory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
it was random stuff, but
I'm gonna say real quick in Sylvan to Ophelia, we've been found out. And then in Common, Varen, if you think that she can be trusted, then I'll follow you. You are our leader, after all.
Self-elected, but yes.
I don't think we ever decided on that, but
You
We
appointed
didn't.
yourself
You decided, sir.
when did I decide?
yesterday
I
in
say
the church.
it seems you've been found out, sir.
You zip it.
Spoken like a true leader, Zarin. Lead the way.
She does make a point.
I will silence all of you. That is literally what I am going to buy. Then we will discuss all of this.
Talkative
All of
man.
this attitude I do not appreciate.
How will we discuss this if we're silent?
Yeah, we could just move out of the cone. You have to buy...
You're not helping. All right, I'm gonna astral sequence. You're muted.
Let me take 5 minutes. I have to pee real bad. I guess I won't need that long, but you know, that's the common number
Yeah.
that people say to take.
Yeah, go pee.
I ate my burrito too fast.
Yeah, I had a big burger for dinner. I was very
Oh, that was
full.
why I turned my camera off just now. Eating.
It's fair. It's fair. But no, seriously though, I am gonna fucking buy silence. I think it's
It's a great spell.
a great
Yeah.
spell. I wish there was
Pretty.
like a non-level, like the problem is like silence is super strong. But I wish there was like a cantrip version of it that was like, or like a level 1 version that was like for like one person.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, zip it. But being that it fucks with spellcasting, like it has to be.
An area of effect.
No, it has to be like, it's like a second level spell is kind
Yeah.
of my point. But no,
How far I've gotten this session.
Nice.
Look at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, what I was going to describe is using your blood as the reagent to create a popcorn. And it was going to be like, basically like propagate your blood into a popcorn. And that was going to be the blood print that I used. But I didn't want to do that because that seemed violatory.
Fair.
But yeah, it's more just
The hell was that?
I need my blankie, but I'm sitting on it, so I'm trying to like wiggle it out.
But yeah, it's more just like Zarin sees a problem or like a riddle, quote unquote riddle to solve and wants to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part of it. And
No,
like,
that's fine.
you know. But yeah, we make our way into Astral Secrets. You're muted again.
As you make your way in,
Making our
Isolde
way through town.
looking through some scrolls and organizing things, and she's not looking in your direction. She goes, "Ah, Zarin, I thought you would be here."
Yes, you always do.
Oh, whoopsies! I'm on the map. You are not.
Yeah, I figured.
'Cause I had to make sure your tokens were there. Zarin, you know that the front table, this one, is all like sort of expensive junk that's for
Yeah.
like rich people and stuff.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It looks cool, but it's nonsense.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, Isolde.
Good
I,
morning. I
come to see that I think you had a transaction of some sort with Oku. Step behind the counter, show your manners.
Oh, that's not the counter.
I
That's a
am
bookshelf.
behind the counter.
Oh.
This is the
Actually,
counter.
Zara
Yeah.
Why is the counter facing that way?
is.
I thought this was.
Uh,
Oh, did you have?
no.
Yeah, no, you
yeah,
had
she
them.
moved.
She moved.
She
She
was
was in the
here.
wrong place.
Yeah,
Okay.
she moved. Yeah.
Yeah, she was behind the counter last
Yes.
thing, and so that's why I
Yes.
was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought this. Yeah. Anyways, yes, I believe that you
I
had the
brought you some
reading.
sacrifices.
That shouldn't be necessary. More just assistance, though I am surprised Zarin was willing to help. There must be a reason.
I have not decided if I am willing to help or not.
Oh,
He
he was
speaks-
very ecstatic about helping. He said
Don't
he
You
loves
do
into
not
his
speak.
mouth.
to help
You
people.
do not speak for me. First off, second off,
Don't put words
I
into
am-
his mouth.
I am more worried about what it is that he implored you to do.
I see. Yes, he does seem to overcomplicate things sometimes. But I need assistance doing a seance. We are trying to find an item that will help further my pursuit of this skeletal ringed hand that he is looking for. Unfortunately, there's some sort of powerful magic blocking my knowledge of it at the moment.
Sorry.
Considered lost?
I'm sorry, was that the mic sort of cut out oddly?
Is this hand considered lost?
Hand?
The hand that he's looking for, the ring.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's not the hand I was looking for, but more of a source of information about it. I'll often see maybe a transaction of maybe Oku receiving a book about it, then I'm able to follow that book back to where they got the source and things like that. But there was something something powerful here that I was unable to find.
You're in need of a catalyst.
Yes, I need a bit more assistance, some more energy to do this safely and to make sure that we find it.
And this, you said this is an artifact that you need to find the artifact that will help you
The artifact will, yes,
overcome
allow
the
me to do
resistance
another.
with
Yes,
this vision. That is the point that you're trying to make. Yes.
yes, that is correct.
Okay. And we need to peer into the veil and see if we can find where this artifact is.
That's correct. And I worry that there will be something protecting this artifact. that will require a group of capable people.
And how what do you need to what do you think will be appropriate for this procedure?
We simply must clear the show goods off of the table in the center of the room, and we will join hands around it. She says as she goes and gets another scrying orb.
And how
You, of course,
many
can't move these things. But,
and who all will how many will you need?
preferably the more the better.
Okay. Is it the same protection that you need to overcome now that is protecting the the vision?
I don't believe so. This is a different search.
Okay. That is relevant
Yes,
for
this is a again an alternate path there.
understood.
I'm quite excited for this bonding exercise between us.
Yes, it will definitely be an experience. Now, please, everyone, join hands, and we will begin. And as you all reach out, you see her sort of like focusing in, her holding Seraphina and Ophelia's tiny hand, uh, um, sort of focusing on the scrying orb. And as you all, she goes, now, everyone, try to open yourselves up to the unknown, the arcane. I will need your assistance in doing this. To make sure that we are able to get to where we need to go. And as you all sort of like start thinking and concentrating together from the scrying orb, as the lights all dim to sort of a blackness, she sort of closes her eyes as she's looking down, and from the scrying orb there sort of becomes this illuminated projection of stars on the ceiling, sort of like forming these constellations and shapes. Now we will simply have to start finding where to look. And now I need checks from everybody. I will need at least one Arcana check and one Religion check. The other two can be explained to me, or you can double up on those.
I will do religion.
not
I will do athletics.
Okay. You're gonna make sure everyone holds together strong. Really holding those hands good.
Yeah, I'll do the Arcana. It's fine.
I guess I'll do
will
athletics.
also do Arcana.
Taryn.
Sure.
Can I do athletics? I don't know.
No.
Let me do nature.
Explain it.
I don't know. What are we trying to do here?
Contact the other side.
Right. Survival is what I would
No.
like to use. What? Did
No,
somebody
I
say
don't think that
survival?
works either.
Why?
No, I don't think that works.
No,
You can
so
try to-
through my survival skills, I would like to use my knowledge of the constellations.
That would be more nature.
I said, well, okay, fine. I'll do that with nature.
Sure. Okay.
Right.
Sick.
Fucking
All right.
fantastic. all that.
What are you gonna do with the 3? Like,
Yeah,
shit.
fucking great. Would have been a
Yeah,
10
so
with athletics.
so oddly, as you're sort of staring up, um, at this table, you see the stars sort of like start spinning and swirling, and it gets harder to focus. And you actually feel your chairs start to wobble, the table's trembling a little bit as you sort of get close. Like you see this, it's not getting closer, but it feels sort of like you're moving up into it as it like expands and like looks like you're getting closer to this spinning swirl of stars. And this sort of like chill comes over you, and you feel this deep smell of decay that's growing stronger and stronger until it blooms into like a pleasant fresh scent and back again. And I need oh my gosh, I'll call for it, don't worry. Zarin and Ophelia, as you're staring up at this spinning swirl of portals, it almost feels like the oxygen is being stolen from your lungs. And you each sort of like gag and choke
Do you
and take
mean
Zarin
Serafina,
and
not of...
Seraphina, sorry. Yes,
Okay.
Zarin and Seraphina, sorry. And take 2 necrotic damage. As you see this sort of portal. Oh, yeah, whatever. You take 1. Do the damage to yourself, Zarin. As this portal, it starts sort of transforming. The stars, and it almost seems like the black space around it is also spinning so much that it becomes this sort of blur in this swirling portal. And instead of this background of space, you see sort of like this sludgy, gross, dripping grime sort of like coming out of it almost. You see these like cryptic sigils and symbols showing inside of it in this black and white light, and growling voices threatening and warning you to search no further, that you won't like what you find. The kitty cat. And as this happens, you sort of feel Isolde calling out to the group for help, looking for guidance to help her feel the way to keep these strong spirits away from her. As I need another check, Arcana and Religion, but they can't be from the same people.
I mean, I'll do religion.
Oh, let me do
And then the
religion.
other,
No, never
you
mind.
can't use the same one you used last time, but Arcana and Religion are required.
Okay.
Just launched himself. I'll take that.
Try Arcana.
What you doing, Treeman? John Treeman?
The Treeman Show.
Johnny Barks. What you got?
Fuck, I don't know. Perception?
Explain it.
Uh,
What do you have?
Oh, the woes of being a martial character and having to explain your skill checks. I've been there, buddy.
I mean, like, yeah. I do a thing. And it does a thing. I don't know. What did we use already? Religion, Arcana. What
Yeah,
do we?
you did nature, so you just can't do nature. You can do whatever else.
Oh, okay. Um, I'll do Arcana. Fuck it. Yep,
Nice.
that's good. That's good. Like,
Nice. Alrighty.
nailed it. Thanks for the support, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not seriously. It's like why I come here.
Double threes.
Hell yeah.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah. You know what they say? 3 seconds in heaven is better than 1 second in heaven, baby. I don't think anybody says that, actually.
Negative.
Okie dokie. Uh,
Jesus. What are we rolling?
Constitution.
Constitution. I
Oh,
was like, that's why I rolled so fucking high. I was like, what?
actually, Zarin, roll again.
It's 2
Because
raw. It's the first one.
oh, was it? Okay,
Yep.
it was the first one.
Yep.
Okay. Okie dokie. Zarin. Good thing for you, you have resistance to necrotic damage. You take 9 necrotic damage,
All
and
right.
you have disadvantage on your next roll as you as a group. The same way that you felt yourself going up and toward the star portal, you now feel yourself going through this thick, slimy, sludgy portal that it viscerally, you can feel it on your skin. And as you look around, or not look around because you're supposed to be looking up, but you hear Zarin cough and hack. And Zarin, as you look down, you see the sludge that was in the projection on the table down below you spit up from your lungs.
Yeah, it's
But
not
you do
great.
make it through to the other side. You see a flash of Vandira to the north in the distance. And then you hear the crash of waves against the coast, the smell of salt in the air, and hear gulls cawing, as well as the ominous whispers of coming from a cave in the distance at the bottom of a cliffside that has a lighthouse on top of it, topped by a green and golden dome. That same swirling black and white magic that created the portal showing at the mouth of the cave, retreating back into it as you see the projection bringing you closer and closer to this cave opening, leading you, guiding you back in the cave as you hear these warnings. You never should have wakened me from my slumber. Coming into an open room in a cave as you see a crack in the floor on one side, slowly getting closer and closer to it as you look into the hole and see this grapefruit-sized pearl. Oh wait, actually I forgot to show one of the other images as well. My bad. Whoops. And you see this large pearl in the opening of this cave. And here again,
Ooh.
come and get it. My pet could use some new friends. And then I need one more con save. As you all feel this sort of almost like you feel almost like your bodies are like slowing down. This sort of like thick sludginess is that you felt going through the portal is it feels like it's now just like infecting your whole body and slowing it.
Jesus fuck. Nailed a fucking 25 and then that. Jesus.
$17 for disadvantage.
Okay, sure. All right, Zarin. Ophelia, even though you feel this thick, sludgy, gross darkness feel like it's about to shut your body down, you suddenly feel relieved from it. Zarin, you take 6 necrotic because you are resistant to it. Oku, you take 12 necrotic.
It's 12 for
Yeah.
this.
Okay, sure. Oku, take 12 necrotic damage. And you both feel this sort of lingering, sort of almost weakening, odd emptiness in your chest as you feel this sort of connection to this pearl that you just saw, as if it had taken some sort of permanent resident effect on you. Or at least temporary resident effect.
Is it done? Isolde?
Yes, and then you see everything sort of like spin together and blip out of existence on the ceiling. And Isolde's hands sort of like fall weakly to her sides. You see her looking sort of like gaunt and weak. It is. I wish you the best of luck in finding it.
Seraphina's immediately going over to Zarin and checking on him.
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
Yes, it is the cost of progress sometimes.
You don't look okay.
I will be okay. Are you
Okay.
okay? Ophelia,
I'm
are you okay?
much better than you are.
Oku is just kind of like wavering a little bit. Head's kind of sagging. His fists are like clenching, unclenching.
Isolde, dude, do you
Oh, here,
have any? Do you know who that voice was? Has it come to you before?
No, I've never heard that before. It must be connected to that pearl in some way.
Told us to come take it.
It haunted us to come take it.
Said that its
There-
pet could use the new friends.
Well, if we don't do it, who will?
Take a look around. I don't know if this is exactly a mission that we want to run into all willy-nilly.
Some preparation should indeed be a part of it, yes. But deciding on the goal is the first step of attaining that goal. I don't know about you, but and he's still kind of like his fists are clenching and unclenching, and he's like, I would really like to
I love you. I'm playing
hit
games.
things.
Okay. Or whatever. Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
My bad. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. He's getting on my nerves.
Not sure Craig did.
Sorry, y'all.
You're good. Um, How far is the coast from here, Rufio?
It's a little bit of a distance, but here, let's take it there. There's you're on a lake and there's a river to it. You can get there very quickly.
I thought you said north.
No, you saw the city to your north.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought I heard to the north of the city, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
that's fucking
A long
forever
way.
away.
Yeah,
that's
no.
way different. Okay,
Yeah,
never
no.
mind then. Never mind then.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. You can go back to the other map.
For sure.
Yeah, I misheard what you said.
I see.
So I was thinking the shore to the north is like fucking
Very
like
far. Yeah. A
far over
desolate
mountains.
iceland too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did she sell seashells there?
No, there's just ice.
In a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Serafina, what did the voice say first? Do you remember?
You should have wakened me from my slumber.
Yes, say that again.
You never should have wakened me from my slumber.
Slumber. Yeah, I asked you to repeat it because your mic cut out. Do you think he was talking to us? Referring to Serafina and Ophelia.
Yeah. Do you think it's connected to what we've already stumbled upon?
Whoever that was talking to was a pretty direct reference, I think. Who did we awaken? Did we? We didn't awaken anyone. No. We did not. That is what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know.
It is possible we awakened it by searching for it.
Okay. That is a possibility that I was not thinking of.
We
Okay.
have awakened some sort of ancient evil.
That is a leap of
Or
logic.
not so ancient evil?
We've awakened something. We can infer by the way that it affected you, too, that it's not good.
Sometimes, Serafina, sometimes there's a cost to be paid for some of these types of rituals. That is all. That could be all. We don't know more than that.
I just don't like seeing you hurt.
Oh. It is okay. Like
It
I said.
is much like the cycle of life. Something must be taken to be given.
Well, we're not getting taken, so... And what? We need to go get this pearl so you can find the next thing? Supposed to go on this perilous journey for something for you? Putting a lot of stock here in us doing something for you.
If you could simply accompany me in the general direction. You do not have to decide if you'd like to continue the full way with me right this moment.
But we have no other reason to go that direction.
Like I said, I would appreciate it. What else have you to do right now?
It's our
Is
business, not
that
yours.
something I could help with, perhaps? If you would be of assistance to me, I could of sort be of assistance to you in return. Miss Serafina, is there anything I can do to assist you?
No.
Please let me know if there is.
What do you think, Theron?
I keep coming back to this connection. While it is very possible that the creature and whatever pet that he refers to is not directly connected, the orb that we were shown could be, or could lead to more knowledge about what it is. The other thing that I am curious about is Ophelia. What did you notice about the vision that we had?
No. I maybe, and she kind of like looks at how everybody doesn't look too hot. I think I maybe didn't get affected as much. But definitely something creepy. So
What about the gloves that you wear?
both me and Ophelia are making that connection now. And we're like, oh, it could be.
We
You are,
saw
you are Ophelia.
constellations that were not familiar to us, I don't think. This vision, and same as we did not notice the ones on the gloves that you wear.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm tanking really fast. I've been up since
Sure.
5 a.m. So
The
my
gloves,
memory is not good.
the gloves that you went on the quest for Evie lady.
Okay.
They're not attuned though.
No.
Yeah.
They do have star constellation pattern designs on them.
I see.
Okay.
I also misunderstood you then. I thought you were posing that she gained some sort of magical benefit during the seance from them.
No, I was
Right.
making the connection of stars and constellations in a vision to the gloves that she has alongside the smell of death and decay that we got whilst doing the ritual. I might be fucking
Out there.
galaxy braining something that isn't there, but that's the connection that I made.
Yeah. Is she related? Like,
Who? What do you mean?
like, does she have a connection? Like the smell of decay, me feeling pretty okay. Do I feel like some type of way? Like, is there something that I'm not?
Way.
I am just thinking this is another. Oh yeah, go for it.
So you don't notice it at first, but as Zarin starts mentioning your gloves, you sort of notice this sort of lingering scent on them. You don't smell it anywhere else, but it's the same scent that you smelled when you were sort of going through that black sludgy portal.
I'm gonna sniff it and I'm gonna go, you know what, Zarin? I think you've made a connection. I think you got it. I think these things they all smell, and she's gonna like hold out her hands.
And while the smell is fleeting, it does have that smell.
I am just saying there are lots of potential connections
Listen.
in this artifact to the things that we have already done and are sort of already bound to.
If anything, we have been taunted by what only feels like evil. You see his like branches on his head with the leaves and everything, like kind of like bristle up. You hear the leaves like kind of chitter together. He's
Evil
like,
has taunted us before.
it reminds me of a long time quote of my family. A focus of ours, if you will. In Elven actually says, no monster of ill will should remain on this plane. And he switches back to common and he's like, it is something my mother taught me, and her mother before that. We have always focused on removing the evil from the world. This is something that, regardless of my goals, now that I have discovered, I must proceed. Would you, and he looks around, care to join me?
Of evil is kind of
Can't
a
hear
tall
you.
Right
order.
now.
Couldn't hear you for a second.
Ridding the world of evil is kind of a tall order. But, I don't know. I get antsy if I stay in one place too long.
It is only a few days to the coast from here, Serafina. While we do have business here and business that stems from here, I think there is a day or two.
Aku giggles.
Why?
Dims.
I don't get it.
Hmm?
He's a fucking tree.
Dims?
She said stems, like stems from
Oh,
there.
stems. I
Oh.
see.
Oh,
Yeah,
you said
stems.
dims.
Yeah, I misunderstood you.
Oh, never mind.
It's okay. I don't know what I was saying anyways, so there you go. That was my attempt to get people on the right track.
You're welcome.
So there it is.
Are we gonna get
Say your mic cut out.
to keep doing that? How are we gonna get there?
There is a ferry that travels to the coast. It leaves every other day or so, and we should
Oh
be
yeah,
able
my dad
to.
and I took that a lot.
You can book passage for not not a significant sum, and then once we
Zarin,
get to the coast, yes.
as things are sort of calming down, you feel a rumble on your hip coming from your book. And as you're sort of looking at it and trying to figure out why this might be happening, you sort of catch the light glint off of that black sludge you coughed up that's still on the table as the candles come back up. And you see this glint of this dark red in it.
No, crouch down to it. Is there Is it like mixed in or is it like separated?
It seems to be like it was just so dark that it looked black, but it once there was more light hitting it, you could see it sort of like shine through.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will use like prestidigitation or whatever to sort of like separate out the like basically like press out the like goop, the black goop,
Uh-huh.
and sort of like separate out the blood
Sure.
before, similar to what I did with Ophelia, taking a sheet of parchment and printing it and transferring that print, opening up the book, opening up the book and
Right.
seeing what that looks like.
Sure thing. Actually, I should have had a sigil for this, but I don't have one. But as you open up the book, you do see this very demonic-looking sigil. Actually, sorry, there should be. As you open up the book, it's sort of like, it when you do things like this, it sort of flips itself a bit
Yeah,
to like
yeah,
determine to show you like sort of like a some sort of system you don't quite understand yet.
yeah.
But as you see it, it flips to the page that it showed you Magali Dafthora with the spinning black and white circle, and then sort of flips one more. And like instead of seeing it like you have many times in the past with with like just one name on a page, you see it like for some reason this name is like in the middle center on the left side of the page instead of taking up the whole thing. And it says Lithargos. And it's written in this sort of like droopy, dripping text.
Gotcha. Is there enough is there enough like blood there to like prime it at least?
What do you mean? I don't.
Like to because you're
For to generate the
yeah,
like
like to like
yeah.
basically like obviously like I would need like a real sample
Uh-huh.
to activate this
Yes.
requirement.
Yeah, but yeah,
Um,
you can definitely start
but
working on it if you
yeah, use that
So you
to
would get
sort
like
of
a
like
feel from it. Uh-huh.
or really yeah, or you could also say that like as I transfer the blood that
Yeah.
like writes out the name.
Yeah. And you do feel this sort of like sense of like slowness and lethargy and sort of like malaise pass over you as this is sort of transferring in.
Well, at the very least, evil has a name or title. Lithargos. Not a name that we have found as of yet, but one that I'm sure we will find soon enough.
Name mean anything to Serafina?
You can roll, but I can tell you it doesn't.
Okay.
It is Latin for lethargy.
Yes.
Wow.
Also Greek for lethargy.
Is it really?
Yep.
Fair. So we can.
Well, if evil has a name, then I suppose let's go meet it.
Right. Well, let us. We'll see. We'll go and see when a ferry will depart and get any supplies that we need before then. Yes.
Sounds like a plan, Mr. Leaderman.
Yes. Cousins with evil.
What? I did not understand you.
Kanzen to the evil. It is a saying from my people.
No, say it. Say it without an accent. I actually can't understand you.
Yeah,
I have
it
no
sounds
idea
like
what
you're
you're saying.
mumbling.
Kanzen.
No, what?
Kansan?
Yeah,
Kansan. Like
Yeah.
someone from Kansas?
sure.
Type it out, because I honestly don't know the English word you're trying to say.
I mean, yeah, like Kanzen, like that's. It's not an English word though. That's.
Okay, then that's why we don't understand it.
Yeah, it sounds like you were genuinely just mumbling.
It was very
Mm.
confusing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kansan. The fuck is Kansan?
It means public in Finnish.
What?
It means public in Finnish.
Does it really?
Kansan, like Kansan.
No.
Yes.
Actually, don't know what the breakdown is on that.
Okay, so
Anyway.
what was the phrase that you said?
Kansan the evil?
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
Whatever you just said, Rufio.
The people are evil?
No, the nude public or whatever.
Okay.
No,
Well, have
it,
fun with your new friend, Zaren. He seems like the type you find.
it means to prune the evil.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. We're gonna go meet evil.
I was simply, it was a saying from my people. That was just like we put our hands in and we put it like, we go, we go, yeah,
Yeah, we're not there
Mm,
yet.
Yeah.
We're not
Team.
there yet.
go team.
Nope, not a team yet. Sorry.
Anyways,
Go team.
supplies, ferry, Lithargos.
Go team.
Lithargos?
Oh,
That's right,
team.
little vulture girl.
Go team.
Anyways, is that where we want to call it for tonight? Because I'm very, very sleepy and I'm
Yeah.
overheating because I'm starting to get like really tired.
No, I
Yeah.
get it.
I'm just a baby.
You're good.
Ding.
We're gonna. I was trying to get us to an end before Rufio had one more thing. So
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
But yeah, that's a good spot to end it with you guys figuring out how to get to the coast tomorrow.
yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Or I guess not tomorrow. You could do it
Oh.
today in campaign. It's morning.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was giving you time in case you wanted stuff, but
Yeah.
so you can figure that out, and we'll figure it out. for
What
next time.
color is your hair, Serafina?
What color is your hair?
IRL or in game?
Yeah, IRL or
In-game.
in
I said
game.
Serafina.
In game, it's brunette with purple streaks.
Okay. This one will do then. Yeah. Yeah, that one will do.
Well, anyways, y'all, I'm off to bed because I'm super tired. But I will see all of y'all next Thursday. Next Thursday.
No. Next Thursday, Thanksgiving.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
So
What
Next,
after that?
next Thursday is my game.
that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Or she's
I'm an
saying.
idiot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
forgot that that's a
It's
thing
late.
that it's a different
It's-
game.
You're fine. You're good.
I was thinking, no, my game is it's not these people. Yes, next Thursday for my game.
Yeah, it's all these people.
So I will see
And
you
one
guys.
more.
Wait. Don't go.
You can totally go.
No. There you go. I posted a picture. That's our group photo for the session.
Felia's hair does not look like that though.
Look,
Yeah.
it's fucking AI. I had to go with what got the closest.
It is hard
had
to
a
get
small
even that
flying
many
pixie.
things correct. Yeah. It's clearly
Dang.
Groot.
I had to put young in there to make sure that it didn't give a
was
beard to
small.
Zarin.
I see.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's some things it doesn't do well.
Well, I love y'all. Love y'all lots.
It's
I will see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Hasta luego. Take care of
Bye.
yourselves.
For sure.
Bye.
We'll get back to this campaign in like a month.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it'll like maybe the 5th, but otherwise it'll be the 12th.
Uh-huh.
It's cool. We might get to the cave before the new year.
We could probably do it on the
Always
5th.
goes.
Yeah, like like I'm sure it'll be fine, but the 5th will also be 2 weeks from my campaign, so it'll be a matter of like which campaign we do,
Right.
and so we'll see, because it might be like, oh, we want to do.
But you may not have time to prep for yours on the 5th.
He's already got it all
I
done.
prepped the next like 3 sessions like 2 months
Uh-huh.
ago.
La-ti fucking da then.
It's
You know-
it's a dungeon. Dungeons are easy to
I-
prep.
I
In
know.
this picture,
You should.
Seraphina looks like her left half is
mouse?
Like a tiefling.
a tiefling. Yeah, It kind of looks like hair at first at the top, but then no, that's a horn.
Mhm.
And there's a tail down there as well.
And there's you see this fucking
The horn's
raptor
weird.